But I'm tired again,
Yeah,
so I want to fall asleep now.
you did
The
that. You did
blanket.
this last time. You we already went through this.
Yes, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. It's 10
It's not
o'clock.
that late.
I didn't sleep last night, okay? I was at
That's your
football.
fault, dog. I did. If you joined VC, you would have known that.
Yeah, I know. You sleep
we,
in VC
we could
constantly.
hear you. We could hear you
Guys,
snore.
guys,
That's
guys,
kind of
guys,
like that's
guys,
like the fun
guys.
of it now.
It's fucking 5 a.m. for me. I have sleep 4 hours. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. See, look at Thunder being a man.
Yeah.
Thunder, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you actually? Because you sound like you're older than me.
And
I'm
welcome to
23.
season 2, episode 2
Oh my
of Ball
gosh, that's the
Banter.
worst. That's the
Horrific
worst part
timing,
to start
Paul,
on.
you
Hi, guys.
stupid.
I
Did
hate
you
you.
just start recording?
No, I
Yes.
think it was about when I was talking to you about falling asleep again because you did this bit
Oh my
last
God.
season.
Oh, so it's recording right now?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay,
Congrats.
I'm glad that bit made
Oh,
it into the
fucking
episode.
hell.
I need everyone
So-
to know I'm a chud.
So we're back again. I shit you not. About 15 minutes after we recorded the last episode, probably the biggest trade this season just went through.
Oh,
But
baby.
it's Apple, it's Pepp, it's T-Man, it's Tall, it's Alex, and special guest Thunder from January. So welcome. It is currently
Hi.
5 in the morning for him. So, yeah, best of luck, Thunder.
Yeah, I had to come because apparently Ball Banter is shit, so I have to give some real text, you know.
In reality,
Yeah,
we were
we're
watching.
happy to have the best January coach here.
Yeah.
T-Man
I agree.
upload Ball Banter, says Apollo.
Upload ball team banter.
Apollo, go fuck yourself.
We just started
I love how
recording.
we just started.
All right, so let's go over the trades because, you know what? I'll save the best for last. So up first, March getting a season 11 round 2 for Victor Krill and a season 11 round 3. Yeah, so now we know that March is going full tank. This is it. They've embraced the tank. They're gonna go for it, and yeah, at this point, it's only a matter of time before the whole roster gets absolutely swept under the rug. I think he's kept his mind on like 4 players. I think that he wants to keep around, but besides that, everyone else is going, and it's just gonna be a
Sure he's
matter
even
of time
thinking at
before you
this
see
point?
people around. What's up?
Like after today's game, is he even thinking at this point? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Like,
Yeah, like what are his line? Hasler, we're talking about, right?
Yes.
As on
yes.
Okay, what are his lineups this week? What is this guy doing?
Yeah, no, I know he played Mambo into 2 slow players, which I was kind of sitting there like, doesn't he want me to keep the value that I had before? What isn't this just gonna do the opposite? Like this is.
And
just...
he just leaked the Mambo trade to everybody in the public. That's great.
Say what now?
Nothing.
What happened?
Everybody, Mambo's value is not that high. Go trade for him. Make sure you just do better than Pep's deal. So yeah.
How many people are gonna
By the way,
want?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
like,
pretty
let's be
sure
honest.
it's gotten
What's
to
your
a
deal,
point.
Pep? What's your deal, Pep?
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm sure
what's
some guy in a wizard costume on January would like him.
No,
I don't think
Yeah.
Schnaxel
Yeah,
is
He's
not
talking about
prepared
robes. He's talking about robes.
for
No,
fucking
no,
Mambo.
it's a certain dude on February that's gonna want him. Let me tell you, I had a scare. I had to stop this guy from trading like a season 9 round 1 and a season 8 round 2. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop.
What the
Stop.
fuck?
What are you doing right now?
No, let him do it. We need February to be ass. We need
No,
them to be
no,
ass. Let
no,
him do
no.
it.
Because I listen. I'm telling you, there's a method to the madness. Anyways, so yeah, Victor Krill. So it does make it pretty much official that March is going for the tank.
Yeah.
Do I think it's early?
And this is
Yes.
weird.
I mean,
I
like,
mean, the problem
But
with that.
what?
You just lost to Mega
No,
Knight.
the
It does
problem,
not matter how
the
early
problem
it is
is that
anymore.
during the
problem-
off season,
the problem with
during the
tanks
off
is
season,
Always
they
going to
traded.
be luck. Like,
Angry
Oh,
noises.
fucking hell.
With
No,
tanking,
the problem is that during the off season, they traded to be competitive, and just like 2 weeks later of the regular season, they're like, "We are tanking." Why the fuck are you doing that?
Apple, you
That's
okay?
that's pretty much what I was about to say. But
Apple, are you dead?
No, his phone actually might have just killed itself. It's lagging,
on.
bro.
That actually felt. Ow.
also, T-Max.
Are you okay?
Okay, well, his camera's
Give me a second. Hold on.
okay.
Yeah, you take a second.
Moving on. So I
alright.
do think, yeah, they're kind of running into the same problem we saw with some of the ghost trades that he made, and especially what February was up to. We just didn't have there was no time to really establish what this team was looking like. The
Yeah.
lineups just weren't there. I could tell you right now, I'm overpaying for Mambo because I think it's still worth it. Like I'm going to.
I
That's
think you
bottom
should
line.
go for it.
Yeah,
You should
for
go for it.
you can pay because you can actually use Mambo in a way that is going to tall stop singing. That is in a way that is actually going to benefit you and take you where you need to go. Whereas Hasler, I think, has pretty clearly shown he is not going to be able to utilize any of his players effectively, which is the issue. Hasler just needs to learn how to use his players, which is why I don't think tanking's a good idea for him. He needs to take the roster he's got.
Paul,
But like
what are
he can't
you
really take
doing?
anyway. They don't have their round one.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
why
know.
he's trying to get a round one for Nathan Rourke,
Yeah.
which is its own issue.
Yeah,
Because
listen.
what the fuck?
I
But, like,
get the, but here's the
is
thing:
he
it's a
going for-
smart move, and I think Alex, you mentioned this before. So if you want to do the explaining, go for it.
What explaining?
Because we have John in this league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because fucking John's
I
gonna
think you
pay him
could add
around.
Real also. Stefan.
March
Could
is
be
trying to
doing
get a
that.
round one. Which round one are they getting? If they're getting their own back, if they're wanting to trade Nathan to September to get their round one back, then I guess they could
Won't
tank.
happen,
But
won't
that's
happen.
the only reason.
Nathan
Yeah,
isn't worth a
Roman-
round one.
Yeah, because like, I mean that's the thing, right? I mean they'd be tanking in the sense that they're just trading off assets to accrue picks. But that's just not a good strategy for March, because what are those picks going to turn into? Right? What's that going to do for them?
In all fairness,
Is my question.
at least Hasler will get to actually choose who he gets, and it's not. Oh, by the way, we picked this guy you didn't want.
I mean, do we think Hasler is going to be that's the thing, because Mambo's still a very solid, usable player. Mambo's worse than we thought at the draft, but you should still be able to use Mambo effectively. Hasler's shown he can't do that.
No, but I think
That
the main
is-
problem is that Hasler isn't using Member in the right spots, you know?
Yeah,
I
when you
100%
could use
and
agree.
that's my issue with trying to accrue picks right now for March is, are they probably going to end up, if they trade all their top players for picks, do they probably end up with a better roster overall? Yeah. But do I have the confidence that Hasler is going to be able to utilize that better roster in a way that's going to get them into a spot where they're in really any different position 2 seasons from now? No.
Here's what I will say
I
with
think-
Mambo. When we take a look at what they played Mambo into lineup wise, last match we saw against February, they got played into Arden Lane and someone else who was really slow. You're gonna lose that one, obviously. The September game they first faced against, it was a 1v1 versus Darian Velez. That's a lose that, like, you've already put Mambo at a super disadvantage against last season's number 3 pick. It's obviously a losing matchup. So, of course, the narrative's going to look really bad on Mambo. But I still do think if played correctly, Mambo will end up being like Nessie, where, hey, it can actually work.
Yeah.
It just wasn't played correctly.
Absolutely. Mambo, the issue
I
that
think it could
has
be
arisen.
a bit better than Nessie, even though. And I think the main problem is that Hasler is trying to rebuild again and again, you know. He's just a coach that rebuilds, but I don't have the impression he can go to the next step and being competitive, because he had a competitive team, you know, Scott and everything, and the rookies. This was all right. The main problem is that he's trading for, I don't know, whatever reason. I just have the impression to have Ghost
Yeah,
again, not
Thunder,
at March.
thanks for being here. You actually kind of nailed it on the head. That was probably going to be my next point. March was a good team going into the season. I had them second place up until they started throwing everything away.
You know, I was like, maybe if Ghost starts screwing everything up again, maybe March can possibly win the Hot Conference. And now it's like, is March potentially going to... Well, is September going to get round 1, pick 1 because of March's... They have March's round 1? That's, I think, a better question right now.
See, where I think everything went wrong. Like, Mambo could have worked with this team. Sadly, Mambo is worse than we expected. But I think it all started with the Scott trade. And why I think that Hasler kind of pulled a ghost here. He saw one thing wrong and immediately pulled the trigger. He saw the draft cap. He saw the draft capital. I will give him that. But you could have gotten more. Scott was like third in MVP voting last year?
Yes.
Yeah, you could have gotten way more out of a almost MVP Ball last year.
I think the trade is pretty good for Hasler.
And you have a solid supporting cast around him as well. You just need to get better at just do your lineups well.
So
please.
Hold on, we'll get to that trade later because I was going to save that one for last, so we can get like a huge, big input on that.
Yeah.
We'll go through the smaller trades first, right? See, here's what confuses me even more, right? They're trying to get all these picks, and then they send a season 9 round 3 and a season 8 round 4 to September for Maurice Armstrong. So what's the plan?
Yeah,
are we tanking?
Yeah, what are you doing for Maurice? Like, what use is Maurice? Is Maurice even going? Does Maurice play a single game in any situation? I don't think so. Like maybe if
it's not a relevant player, so I don't understand that trade.
Yeah, like you have 3 better fast players. Like even in a situation where someone's dumb enough to run 3 players of the 3 mid-speed players, you still wouldn't be in a position where playing Maurice Armstrong makes sense. So paying assets to get him makes literally no sense.
So let's go to the next trade.
I think you're sleeping on Maurice, but that's just me. I think you're sleeping on Maurice a little bit.
Maybe a bit, but my point still stands. There's no situation they're going to run into where playing Maurice is going to make sense.
So moving on, I do actually want to ask you guys, right? August gets Loop Duke for a season 10 round 1 and a season 11 round 1. Is this an overpay? It is 2 round 1s.
This is definitely an overpay in my opinion. Loop is way Loop.
No, you're right. Duke.
Oh no, I am right. No, I'm stupid. Okay. Anyway, I think Loop is way past his prime. Obviously, his prime was with March. He's more of like he's not elite anymore. I don't think 2 round 1s is like a fair price for him. Yeah. Like it should be a little lower.
If it was 1 round 1 and then like I'm fine with it for August, honestly. I don't hate it.
Just fucks in my brain.
No, I get it. The real question is why do you need that? Do you need to sell two round 1s for that? I'm not sure.
I understand the logic. Enough. I think, right?
I understand getting Loop.
These are 2 faraway picks, and they're far enough. Which, listen, let's be honest. August still does have most of March's round 1s, so it's not like in a net worth sense. Like they still have a good chunk of round 1s to mess around with, and these are far away enough where you could say, "Hey, we still have time to get that kind of asset back." I just think Loop's too old for that kind of price. Like, if you want, go for Habibus or something. Go for a younger, slow player that has proven himself at least. If you want to solidify this slow core that he's been working for.
And the saving situation for August at the end of the season is going to be very complicated when you look at that, because you're basically trading for 2 round 1s for someone you're going to most likely drop at the end of the season. So.
August is going to be in a position, I think, at the end of the season where they're going to have to be forced to sell some really good players for significantly less value than they're worth. I mean, I do get trading for Loop Duke. I think in a vacuum, ignoring what they gave up to get him, Loop is a good acquisition who's going to be very beneficial for August. And there are plenty of situations where using Loop is going to give August an edge that they didn't previously have. But again, just giving up the 2 round 1s is a bit pricey for my liking.
I don't know. It does solidify though. August is not tanking. They're gonna go for the push. This was like This was the moment we now know they're gonna go for it. They're gonna push it first. They're 1 and 3.
No, 2
right now.
Oh, they're 2 and 2. Okay,
2-2.
my bad.
I'm pretty sure they're 2.
I think they're 2 and 2.
So we did miss a few. We have Greg Parks going to June for 2 round 3s. So good job, T-Man.
That's a good trade. That's a good
Cleveland.
trade for June for me.
Simple business for both of us. June wanted a faster player. Greg's a solid fast player. I wanted to accrue some picks, and I didn't need Greg Parks because of the Victor trade. So simple.
Yeah, I think this is a fair trade. Like, Greg Parks is extremely underrated.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of fast players, we got Cleveland Walker going to May for a season 9 round 2 and a season 8 round 3.
Nope.
No,
Other
he's
way
not
around.
going. Other way around. Other way around.
Cleveland Walker going to May for season 9
No.
round
Dog,
2.
you did it again.
Oh, Cleveland Walker's going to September?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, they give you a lot for that.
Reuniting with Romano. Look at that.
I get. I know Romano has like this Cleveland Walker fetish, but
Can I say something about Cleveland Walker?
go for it.
Fuck him. He's overrated as shit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's move on to
I
April,
think he's kind of right.
who saw something that we didn't. So the first move they made, they sent a season 8 round 2 and a season 8 round 4 for Adalberto Rollins.
Low-key valid. Low-key valid.
I get it.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if this is like a Nessie and Mambo type situation where he just hasn't been played right, or if he really is just shit.
I think it's somewhere in the middle. It's an overpayment, but I also get April's kind of desperate to expand their fast. So
See, I
get
remember.
Paul's perspective overpaying in this instance.
I remember a previous episode, Pep. You said Adalberto Rollins was like borderline shit because you haven't seen like good film, but his combine was like really good, and I saw a lot of teams pro hit lists for the season 6 combine. Was he season 5 or season 6?
It was last season.
It was last season.
Pick 8,
I saw a lot of pros. He was like around like 10, like not 10, like 7 or 8 on this prior list. And remember, this is a really good draft class. So 7 or 8 on a prior list, you had to have a good combine. And sadly, Adalberto just hasn't had time to shine like in the league.
I will give Adalberto this. Let's look at the 3 teams that he's been on before this trade, right?
Yeah.
February, who's shit. A tanking April, who was shit. And this season's October. Played in the scrimmages, looked like shit. Maybe Apollo knows how to apply it here. Like I said before, I said it last season. Until I see otherwise, I just don't have faith.
I think the main reason why you don't have faith in him is because he was drafted probably a little too high for what he's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was drafted above Tony Ramirez, from what I remember.
Oh fuck!
There were a good chunk of people who were drafted prior to that as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Tony Ramirez should have been in round 1, pick 1 or 2.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
2. Let's go with 2.
Yeah, we'll just say 2, so we don't have to make that
For their sake.
conversation.
For their sake.
I think May is the only team from that draft that doesn't regret their pick before like Tony Ramirez.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Was what I'll say.
everyone would go back and make that pick. At the time, I knew Tony Ramirez was the best player on the board, and I just didn't understand how countering works, and I was going for sins, so that's why I didn't pick Tony.
So, 20 minutes later, I was talking to Apollo. We were talking about this big deal that was supposed to go down. I get a text from Hasler. He's saying, hey, man, should I do it? I said, listen, man, this is up to you. I say, go for it. I was telling Apollo, hey, man, I gave you Cucurella in a round 3 that turned into like Scuba Don't, and I got gold chip out of it because that was the pick that ended up being July's round 2. All of a sudden, we start seeing typing. We stopped recording because we didn't know where Hasler was. I went to bed. 15 minutes later, it turns out the trade went through, so here we go. Scott McSauce is going to April. In return, March receives April's season 9s and 10 round 1. Their season 10 and 11, or their season 10 round 2, their season 11 round 3, June season 8 round 3, and Frederick Adebayo, or however you say his name.
The big ball league gives me cancer.
Again,
Okay.
I think this.
Okay.
You want
I
me to
think
be totally
that's-
honest? Like,
Let's put that clip.
I think this was stupid on both sides. I think they both
I
messed
agree.
this one up.
I agree.
I agree
No,
with you.
I agree. That's the thing.
This is Einstein and Nikola Tesla right here.
You finally
Like
got
it's
it
not
right.
even like April needed a player like
No.
Scott from that.
They needed fast players.
Yeah, April, if anything, if April's trading for anyone on March, sorry, Pep, but it should have
It
been
should have been
Mambo.
Mambo. That's what I was looking at.
Anyone April could have traded for, it's
No.
Mambo. But the
Where do
thing
y'all
is,
think?
sorry, Alex.
I
We're
should
so
have let
kind
you
today.
finish. My bad.
No, that you go. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I was gonna ask like where this trade would rank among like worst trades for both sides of all time.
We can't say yet. No one's played any matches with either
too early.
rankings. Who
It's
knows?
too
This
early.
might be like April's saving grace, and we just didn't know yet. But I think on paper, it's just April's already slow enough. Like they don't need Scott. I do like. Listen, he did explain this does replace Miguel Borja Jr. In that case, this is smart. I get it.
R.I.P. Miguel.
But on March's end,
I
this
think a
still
big
looks-
part. I
this
think a
still
big
looks
part of it is that Scott McSauce is young. And I
That was
think
a
that's
big
something
part.
that
Yeah.
That is true.
I think that's something we fail to realize sometimes. Is like, yeah, sometimes it's temporary. It's a one-season thing. If it was like a two-season thing, then yeah, I would say yeah, it's more of a mistake. But considering that how young Scott is, I think it's gonna be a big investment for sure. With just depending how well they draft.
Here's what it
I
comes
mean-
to.
If you look at the picks, I think it's not overpaid, you know. They could have buy a lot more round ones for Scott, I think, at March. So I think it's all right.
Here's where I stand, right? This comes down to March didn't need to tank so quickly. A. B. I do think there was some involvement in the fact that everyone is shitting on Scott McSauce. As a round one pick one, I get it. He shouldn't have been the pick. Now we know. He's still a really good fucking player. I don't see where this hate's coming from.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If Scott was drafted at like pick 4, I don't think there's anyone who's saying this much negative things about Scott. Like, Scott is still one of the best players who was in that draft class
For sure.
by a long shot.
Hindsight
And-
is 2020. You can't change what already happened. Plus, it wasn't like it was Hasler's draft pick. It was never Hasler's pick. It was Robes or Ghost, whoever it was, or was it
Well,
Thompson?
yeah.
It was
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the three. That's the
was
big
Thompson.
important thing. It was never Hasler's choice in
It
the
was
first
Ghost,
place to have Scott.
For
It was
sure.
possible.
Yes,
Actually,
but
Yes,
yeah,
but
I
Why
feel
are
like
you rebuilding when you have Scott and in your team? I don't
No.
understand.
you have Scott, you have James, you have Mambo, you have Alcohol.
Yeah, Edwin
You don't
Murray.
need to rebuild. You have Edwin Murray. If anything, Hasler
have a
should be
competitive team.
trading picks to add to this team. And that's my point, is I don't care if you nail all these picks perfectly. I haven't seen anything that tells me you're going to be able to use that roster that you get with these picks effectively. And if I don't see that, what's to stop me from believing that in 3 seasons, he's just going to trade the players he got with those picks because it's not
I know
working?
what can stop
He
you from
never
that. I
learned
think
how to
that he's
actually
being.
utilize a roster.
I think what can stop you from saying that is that he's going to be fired at the end of the season.
That's true. That's
This
true.
is a
He's not
point.
even going. He's not going to be around at March long enough to.
I don't
Is-
think Match wants to keep him at the end of the season.
Is
After that.
Hasler gonna be the first ever coach to get fired twice in his career?
Oh,
Tall
sure.
Apple, we
Dude,
can only pray that
okay.
Thunder's not the one walking
Okay.
into that March headquarters, bro. We are
Okay.
Oh
toast if it
god!
is.
Oh god!
Hold
no,
on.
We are
Thunder.
toast.
I've noticed a trend. I have
Okay,
noticed.
so
I have a
I'm
trend.
in discussion right now with the position, but because the owner isn't responding to me, it's not helping a lot.
Thompson.
I have a trend to announce. Hasler loses IQ
He's ghosting
every
me, so-
season. Like, it's like during the off, like let's say season 4, he's normal, right? Season 5 draft, he drafts fucking Joel. Okay.
No, but
Season 6. Let's
Hasler is a good
trade
coach, but he's good for rewarding, you know. Not
Let's
good
just
for the rest.
high risk, no reward.
That's
Season
John,
7,
bro.
Yeah.
Are we putting
Yeah,
Hasler ahead of
let's
John
do it.
yet? That's my
Trade
question.
Scott.
No, John.
Let's just
John
trade
is
Scott.
highest
'Cause-
risk, no reward.
Hmm.
Steven is low risk, also no reward.
Mm-hmm.
Hasler is
Ghost.
slightly less high risk, also no reward.
Okay. I'm
And then
happy to
Ghost
know
is
that.
high risk, high reward.
Wait, what am I?
You are.
You're just tall.
You're me. You're
Yeah, you're just tall.
Yeah, you're just tall. You're tall.
just tall. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Tall risks,
I like that.
some reward. There you go.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I think that you provide you don't have massive risks. Like you're not liable to just randomly trade your best player for a box of peanuts. But
Oh, by the way,
honestly, I
Hasler
give
is
you
now
like
unbanned
medium
from
risk,
all-
medium reward. You're
Wait,
kind of
what?
like a solid middle ground. You're a nice, stable coach for a franchise.
Hasler is now unbanned from Ball Banter because I actually do want to see what the man has to say. So
But isn't he in class right now? Plus, I'm waiting on this trade for Mambo.
Let's have him join in class. Ball banter in school. I'd join ball banter in class.
Brody!
For me, it gets to a point where I want you to know if the Mambo trade does happen during Ball Banter, you'll definitely know. If not, like next week, I'm going to be just genuinely exhausted because I've been dancing around this trade for 3 weeks. I've been trying to talk other people
this
out of
was
not
the
making
best
this
thing
trade
about Mambo.
because, in all fairness, though, 90% of the time they were throwing in retardedly dumb trade value for Mambo alone.
I can tell the cactus is still up your ass.
Is the cactus still up your ass, Pep? That is the yes, it is. All right. The cactus is
I
up
can
his
tell.
ass.
I can
Everyone.
tell the cactus
I
is still up
cannot,
your
I
ass.
cannot believe that's trendy. I cannot believe that.
It's gotten to a point where I look at my team and I say, I love what I'm doing. I just need one more thing. I need one more super fast player that can really nail that fast counter against the mid speed. We just saw it in
Alright,
July's loss to April today.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Yeah.
interrupt Ball Banter for this very quick. But yesterday, my brother proposed to his girlfriend. So
Really?
Hey,
Oh,
congratulations!
Okay,
Congratulations.
So-
I take back my joking booing. I take that
Yay.
back.
Congratulations.
I apologize. Congratulations to
It's
Congratulations.
Wait,
proposal,
I'm
it's
gonna have a-
brother
proposal
tall.
season,
To
guys.
brother tall.
I gotta say, it is
Wait.
proposal season.
It is. It is.
yeah, it's your Schmaxel proposed.
Our
Oh my
own
gosh, it
commissioners
is.
now
Balls
has
in
a
your court.
fiance. Congrats
Pep,
to them.
He didn't propose to me. I'm so
Pep,
sorry.
Why didn't
What?
you tell me my
Yeah, no,
why didn't you tell me
Thunder.
my
It's
uncle
okay. It's okay, Thunder. It'll all be
My
okay.
uncle proposed.
He doesn't
I
deserve.
feel.
you
I
don't-
felt
he
like.
doesn't
I felt
deserve
like
it.
with all the crap we're talking about right now, we should bring in a happy moment for a second.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
we are, to be fair,
No,
we
wait.
are happy because March is shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
I'm not happy because I put March second in my predictions.
We all
They're
did,
0
bro.
and 4,
So did I.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
They're
all put
fucking
March
bullshit because they put
Sorry.
Mambo against slow players
you're not
and they're
right.
like, oh, I don't know, it's not working.
Thank God
It's
I missed
amazing.
it in my prediction.
One
Hey,
week
these guys
can
could be like.
change how we feel.
I'm so.
Yeah.
I'm
You
so
prefer
happy
this.
I mentioned. Hey, this team is on fraud watch, so don't be surprised if they somehow fall apart. Good thing I
Guess
put
what?
that in.
Guess what?
Oh boy.
And they are frauds.
So
Play.
now that we have the trades out of the way, let's go over some of the teams we've seen this season. We still have 2 undefeated teams in December and January. July just today lost to April, so they will not be undefeated. There's now 2 teams to go.
Quick question.
Who let
Quick
you be
question.
4-0, bro? Who?
Yes.
Pep, what do you think? What do you think of January this season, Pep?
Uh-oh.
Fuck
I
you.
hate all of you.
I
So
think it's very so far.
here's my thought process, right?
Do you
Going
think it's
into
a
the
good thing?
season, I actually thought the roster got worse. Not in the sense that you think, though. It was a matter of I just don't trust the rookies just yet. Especially Philip Hojic, especially Finlay Lionel, and Andre Stewart. Those 3 specifically.
Finlay Lionel isn't playing, Pat.
That's just
Finlay
the shit
Lionel,
ball.
for
I
all
just wanted
intents
to
and
make sure
purposes,
that is the
isn't
shit
on the
ball.
team.
So that's the Kasane Teto of January.
He's
Just
going
making
to play
sure.
against December. Don't worry.
Also, Andre Stewart is not a rookie.
Yeah, please play Finlay Lionel against December. I would please do this.
I won't.
But yeah, obviously, of course, they have the greatest fast core we will ever see in this league.
Oh,
No one's replicating that. There's no way someone can get a better fast core than that.
Yeah,
Hey,
they said
hey
the same
Thunder,
thing about
you
Gary
want to
West
trade me
in
Tony and Julian
1960.
just to prove Pep wrong?
My God,
Okay,
dude,
but
that,
you have to give me Watson, Leo,
No, that would
and
defeat the purpose of trading me.
17 on ones.
That would the entire point was prove Pep wrong. I can't prove Pep wrong if I don't have Watson.
Oh,
Because the only way to get
I
a
mean,
better fast score would
Let's
be
be
to add
honest.
Watson
I
and
mean,
Let's
Tony
be
and
honest.
I
Julian.
can give you
Hayes'
my
current
first score and
fast
still
score
win,
are,
you know?
January's. Let's be honest.
I
Oh,
will
yeah,
trade
of
you. I will give you the right to name my firstborn child if you give me.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
that's quite an
Oh
offer.
my
I will
god.
legally.
Oh my
I will.
God.
I will
Okay,
literally.
okay, okay,
I'm being dead ass. If you give me either Tony or Julian, I will.
Name it
I will
Aaliyah.
get that
Name it
legally
Aaliyah.
drawn
Name
up.
it Aaliyah. Name it Aaliyah.
Schmaxel, if you're hearing it, I'm very sorry for what is going to happen.
Oh,
I need to go for the
Are you
trade.
going to name the kid Schmaxel? Because that would be a punishment. That would be
that
horrid.
would be a punishment.
No,
Especially if it's a
I
girl.
think I'm going.
Imagine going through your life named
No,
Schmaxel.
I'm going to name it Free Throw Merchant.
And you're not German.
What?
Free so merchants.
Oh
New.
my God.
My poor firstborn child, but it's okay. I need to win in the big ball league.
Or I can name it like a French name in Canada,
You're like
and like
a gambler in Vegas. Like, oh, my poor
Marchand
family.
de Lancer Franc.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with that. I don't care.
So
I can just send him to a boarding school in Quebec.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Then it will be normal.
Yeah, fuck
back
them
to your
kids.
question, Thunder. While I do think they have the best fast core in the league, where I think like only like maybe 2 teams can say that their best fast speed player would have a spot on your team with that fast core already there. I do think yes, December, you are one of them. I will say
Watson.
something just I don't know. I get this
Watson.
weird gut feeling that there's a chance that you don't go back to back, but it would be like
Let it happen.
I'm sorry. Aren't you supposed to glaze January?
what's up?
Aren't you
Oh, this is
supposed to glaze
hold
January
on.
this
But
season?
wait, let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my sentence. But I love
Yeah,
Godric
go
Van
ahead.
Christians, of course. I love Godric
Oh,
Van
yeah.
Christians.
We all do.
Do you think we can go to back, Pep?
Yeah, of course. With that fast core,
Oh yeah,
I would be
thanks.
He's
surprised.
writing
That
this
means a
down.
lot.
Wait, what does he actually think?
Hey,
Because I don't
Probably.
even think that.
In reality,
yeah.
probably.
we're saying this. Thunder has us in it. I can't speak English today. I'm quitting. I quit the big ball league. I quit the big ball league.
Dude,
See y'all
what
later.
would you-
Bye bye.
He's
I
gone.
can't speak English
Where are
today.
you
I've
going
studied
with that?
50 times.
Where are you
See y'all
going with
later.
that?
Have a great day. And
Yeah. Bye bye.
So
hold
What
on.
is bro doing? What is that face?
What are you doing?
Why are you tonguing yourself?
Go Dodgers.
right. So
Oh, okay.
It took him that long to think of that.
listen,
He's going to
I've been
come back.
praising January. There isn't much. You just asked what I think about them. I'm just giving you a true answer. I can still glaze you. Like I still fucking love Godric. Don't get me wrong. He's one of
No,
my
I
favorite
have the
players. in the
impression you didn't glaze us enough, but maybe it's just me.
Ooh, Pep's gonna get hunted down by the German mafia.
What are
When-
we even talking about at
Yes.
this point? Can someone tell me what's the topic that we're on? Are we still?
Why January is the best team of all time, and why May is a poverty franchise. This is the subject.
I mean, we can move on to May if you want, Tall. Would you like to tell
would
us
love
what
to
how
know.
they're doing right now?
I would honestly love to move on to May.
As
Good
it puts
week,
himself
May.
to bed.
May has been very impressive.
Yes.
Not
They're
lucky
one
at all.
loss to-
This is perfect.
They're one loss to the team that's ahead of them right now in the conference, and that's only on the head-to-head. They're technically tied in everything else, so
I mean, they did win against November and March this week, so it's not a confirmation that they are
Shh,
good.
don't rain on his party. Let him enjoy the moment.
But it's a good week. It's a good week, but
Yeah.
this is only the beginning, you know.
Who did they play in their second week? Was it February?
So I just said it, March and November.
No, last week. Their first win.
Oh,
February, yes.
Okay,
week.
thank you.
Thank you
Oh.
for being February. Fuck February.
I agree.
and fuck November.
February.
Guys, don't worry. I personally will be releasing the John files very soon.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, these are some files.
These are some files. I have taken a look at them.
I've seen these.
Wait, like,
This is
hold on.
good.
How do you know all this stuff about John though? Like,
Oh
how do
yeah,
you
that's
know-
true.
Yeah,
Me? How
that
do
is a
I?
point.
How do I?
How
Yeah,
do
like-
you know?
like-
Yeah, you.
How do
Oh,
you know?
he just told me.
Oh, this is true. He kind of just texted
Oh.
him this stuff. Yeah.
This guy's just like, hey, by the way,
He's stupid.
I insert diabolical thing.
But anyways, no, I'm really happy with what's going on with May this season. I can finally, for once, say I like this team. You
Look how
know,
long it took him.
it took me a season and 4 games to finally say I like this team. No, but I think we've definitely gotten lucky, but some things have to change. I think we can't put ourselves behind so much in games at the start. Apparently we're great at 3v1 situations.
Freaking multi Mega
awesome.
Knight right there, bro. Like, how does that
That's
work?
awesome.
How does that-
Well,
I get it's
technically,
March,
isn't
but
it,
holy.
Actually, in the Clash Royale game, Mega Knight is able to take on swarms of
Wait, hold up.
enemies with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So
It's
it
so
makes sense.
accurate.
As much as I
It
hate
worked
it,
out.
yeah, fair enough. What's up, T-Man?
Sorry, I just had a breakthrough about a potential lineup against November.
Okay, no problem then. But
Submit it.
No, not yet. Fuck you.
anyways, I think a lot of this just comes from how much people hate on us, I should say, not hate us exactly. Fuck you, September. And I think a lot of it is just coming from that we just want to like prove them wrong. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we already have half the wins projected for the season,
This is true.
and it's only week 2. So I would love to go on to another week, at least be 1-1 again this week against April and August. I think we can very well beat April, considering there's no Gert. Because
They still have Henry, to be fair, though.
Henry
It's
didn't
watch
do
going to be
anything
good.
against us. I think we forget Gert was. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
me
yeah.
chips.
But I think
not talking about
if you
He's getting
put
nightmares,
Gert
guys.
in this,
I'm not
if
talking
you put
about
Gert
this.
in the same situations Henry was in, I do still think April would win. Like if you swap the locations of Gert and Henry for those 1v1s, I think April still beats you.
So, guys,
I
real
don't
quick,
care.
if we
don't
start
care.
liking May, do you think they're gonna start doing bad again?
I love
I
May
hope
so
so.
Oh
much.
yeah, May's so
May's
good.
going to
Oh
win
man,
the Super
They're
Bowl.
what a great team
Go
May
May!
is.
And Paul, you have to understand this is only because I have your round 1. That's the only reason I
That's
want
true.
you to do shit. Under normal,
think-
if I didn't have your round 1, I would want you guys to do well.
I think the thing I'm looking for is like May to have a good season, and then people
No
not say,
fucking
"Oh,
shit.
it was because of this, it was because of that."
It's only week 2, bro.
It's because
This is true.
It's because I am a good coach and I'm able to figure out ways to win with what I should be losing.
Sorry.
Yo, Thunder, got something to say there?
Oh, no. Go ahead, Paul, please. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thunder.
Good coach. Yeah, good coach.
I want to say something about May.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go for it.
May is a top team. You can't
Oh my,
win.
he said the thing. He said the thing.
Hold on. You can't win against a goated team like November and call yourselves a bottom team.
What the fuck? Alex, you
tried-
fucked it.
No,
You
no,
fucked
I
it,
tried
Alex.
doing
But listen,
That's-
listen.
No, that's why you don't have a win, Alex.
December is going to.
I tried to
November.
reverse it.
Let's.
I think I failed.
Yeah.
So hold on.
Yeah.
On that note, Alex, you want to talk to us about what's been up with your team these last 2 weeks?
Yes.
Lost
Yeah,
a
Alex.
3v1 to Yellow Submarine, by the way.
I'm
So-
saying I
so
don't buy it,
Joao-
Alex. I don't buy this game you're putting on. I think this is all a ploy to screw me over specifically. I think you just want to lure me specifically into a false sense of security. So I submit a bad lineup this week and you
Only
beat
you?
me. Only me. This is a personal attack against me because I didn't come coach you.
I low-key forgot all about that.
Yeah, so
That's
boy.
what he wants me to think.
Yes.
But yeah, in some ways we have gotten unlucky, but in another way, like after we lost to May,
Is not a top.
I had this like we talked
You
it
had
out
an
in the November
epiphany.
staff chat, and I
How
think
you
You
mean?
had you had a religious experience. You had an out of body experience.
I don't know what that means.
It means your soul exited your body and you learned something new about November. You learned the true meaning of November. You had to go on an anime training arc to relearn the true meaning of what it means to be a narwhal.
It seems not.
But why are we doing this again?
Look at what Tall's doing.
I'm doing it as well, but y'all just can't see me.
Thank
Thunder,
you for
are
that,
you
Alex.
doing that?
Yeah. Come on, Thunder, join us.
I'm not doing it,
Thunder.
sorry.
Thunder,
Come on.
we're not moving on with this episode until you join us.
Oh, guys, we can wait a lot of time.
You don't even have your camera on. We don't like you just do it without the
Yeah,
camera. You could just say you're
tell
doing
us
it.
that. You could literally just say you're doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
This guy.
so, but like our problem is we didn't change the roster enough.
Hey.
I think we got progressively
I had one of the
worse
best
with
rosters in the
same
league and
teams.
didn't change it. Therefore, I'm
No,
bad.
I agree with Alex here. I think you're a bit too conservative on your team, and you didn't add many solutions during the off season. You had a good core, but you need more options.
Yeah, I actually, as much I did joke, I do agree in this instance. I think it was pretty clear at the end of last year that you were just a clear step behind the
Like everyone
Januaries of the
else.
world, and you just didn't really take any big swings at things, and that has screwed you over a bit this season, just with more coaches adapting to counters. And it has been a lot of luck, I will say. I think, again, I said this before, I am not buying the record. I still fully believe you are the second best team in the conference, and that is putting myself down to third. But
I mean,
I don't know.
yes, but I think it also shows some problems that the team got. You know,
yeah,
I think it's revealing something also from November. Of course,
yeah,
there
there is
some
clear
unlucky
issues,
notes.
but again, I just think the base of the roster is just too good. Just with Joao and Isaac, that's just too good of a base roster to be as bad as they have looked so far. I don't believe 0-4 is the November we're going to see as the season progresses. Do I think we're going to see the Super Bowl contender November the past? At this point, probably almost certainly not. Unless you have some massive trade cooking that I don't know about. But you're better than what you have looked. It's been some shitty luck. It's been some mistakes, but overall, I can't complain about it.
I don't know, because I definitely understand, because as someone who was really conservative and it totally didn't cost my roster a spot in the finals, yeah, listen, I have learned that it will kick you in the butt if you don't trade too much, but at the same time, actually trading in this league is such a pain in the ass. Part of me wishes I just had, part of me I'm fine with not trading, I'm fine with it. But yeah, you do learn that not trading enough is almost just as bad as trading too much. You need to find some kind of level ground where, you can build a roster. My question now is, where do we find a point where we can either determine if November is a contender, making that big trade and playing good again, or if you go 0-6 next season, is there a point where you start to panic? Is the big question for November.
if we lose to March, if we go 0-5, that's when we panic.
Okay. Oh, so
Not
you
not
think
Yeah, I
March?
agree.
not 0-6, 0-5.
This is true.
Because at that point, if we can't beat March, then who the fuck can we beat?
My question is, when do you trade Joao?
And for
Because
who?
if
You know,
you are failing if you are failing this season, my number one priority would be to trade Joao to a team that thinks that needs him when they really don't, for some high
Yeah.
value. And the farther you go along and losing your season, the
Alex,
lower his value goes down.
gimme.
No, not
Gimme.
you. He was talking about
I mean,
John. You dope.
Okay.
John,
I
mean,
John.
John. He's talking about
Oh,
John.
the thing is,
Stefan.
No, fuck you, I want
everyone realizes how good Joao is, so his value's not going to go down that much.
You trade him at the
But, like-
deadline, you're gonna be lucky to get peanuts.
I
Because
disagree.
how many teams?
I think there's like one or two teams that if they're really desperate for a player to really give them that extra push, they'll take it for a good price. I say week 6. Week 6 is when you make that is like that you have to make it at least before week 6.
Don't trade Joao without talking to me, Alex, please. I am dead
I think
serious.
it would be so fucking funny. It would be so fucking funny if November trades Joe to March.
Oh my gosh.
I
That's
hate
my
the
dream.
idea.
That's
I
my
hate
dream.
it.
You know what? Trade. You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I
trade him to
just
March.
Yeah, because the last team I want to trade Joao to is January. Unless you guys
What?
offer us like
Why?
3 round ones. But
Oh man, we can talk,
No, like-
you know.
if y'all offer us like 2 round ones and a high round 2 potentially, maybe we'll see. But I'd say
I mean, I think Joe is not worth 2 round ones because he's going to be like killed at the end of the season.
It is a
So
rental pick. To
I
be
would
fair.
say, yeah, 1-1-1s and 2-1-2s, and maybe a good player. You know, we can talk about it. So December doesn't get it, and I would like that.
okay, but in reality, we're not going to trade Joao based off of emotions. We're just going to trade. We're going to accept we would accept the trade that has the best offer, no matter what the team is.
Obviously, yeah.
Like
Obviously.
if March wanted to give 3 round ones for Joao, then yeah, we'll take that.
Well, I'm fucking shitting myself now. Thank you guys.
Sorry,
Oh, that hurts my head.
but that would be so funny. That would be so funny.
Is there another team that we haven't brought up yet that should be brought up?
I want to
guess
say
maybe-
October. Only reason I want to say October.
September,
Though,
September, doing good.
Oh,
September
September is
is
doing
doing
good. They're
good.
3-1, aren't they?
yes, just September's doing
Yeah.
good. September's doing good.
Where did that come from?
Romano.
This is true. It is Romano, but
It's Romano.
doesn't Romano still somewhat believe in sins though?
Well,
I
okay,
don't
I
even think so. I don't
okay,
think he does.
The thing about sins is like it's not like a completely useless, knowledgeable thing to know. Obviously, yes, counters matter more, but sins are still a thing that you should look at just in case. If there is no true counter, then yes, just go for the sins. If there's no true counter, like against January, you're gonna have a hard time finding a true counter.
True.
Because here's the thing, they have such a great
Well,
lineup.
yeah.
If you're the away team against January, they have such a good lineup to whatever you play, they'll just counter.
Amy Hunt.
So that's why sins will kind of matter. Because if you can find some potential in a sin to somehow
I see
figure
the
that
point,
out,
but I don't agree.
then yeah.
I think I have
Schmaxels-
I
these.
see the point, but I don't agree. You're just exposing yourself too much.
Yeah,
with this
Schmaxel's
thing
about to
against
rank you
January.
as the worst coach in the league now.
I
That's
don't
what
care what he ranks me. I don't care about
It's already the
Schmaxel's
case.
opinion here. I'm saying
Just,
Well,
what
I
is
don't-
yeah,
get
true.
out. That's the thing. Again, the only situation. Actually, I can't even think of a situation where I would care. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm breaking my brain for I can't. Like, even if there's a situation
Shut up
where you
about
can't
shit,
That wants to talk,
whatever.
I think.
Shut up about Mambo, Pep. We see you in the corner, dog.
No. I was gonna say, to solve the Rubik's Cube that is January, what if the actual answer was you have to play a player who's so terrible it messes up
Shitboard?
the mojo of the January players and it just like they just keep bouncing out horrifically unlucky. Get Howard
I was
Howard
gonna
back
play
in
Mega
there.
Knight already, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
Howard
matter.
Howard.
Get
let's
Howard Howard
go.
back. If I bet, I want to bet. I'm never gonna try this out, but I want to bet that Howard Howard can beat the fast core of January.
Yes,
Let's try.
but just don't you
Honestly,
forget
get
about
ass.
the
this
Just
weekend.
in
still-
pure bullshittery. That
Alex,
is Howard
shush.
Howard.
No.
Not.
Pep.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
you
I'm
forget?
leaving
We're
this
supposed to
the
play
most
this, not saying shit.
bullshittery, the
I
most
am.
bullshit.
I'm saying your
fucking-
team
No, you're
is
not.
so
You're not.
good.
You're saying a shit boys winning
Yeah.
against the best fast score ever.
And am
Yeah,
I not
no,
calling
no.
you the best fast
Howard
scorer in the
Howard.
league?
Let's play Eddie Wells. Who's another
Fuck.
bullshit great AI that was
You're
incredible for no reason.
Andrew Kim.
Andrew Kim. There we go. Yeah. Let's just play the most bullshit shit lineup and see what happens. Because
Oh my gosh.
Welcome
Are
back,
you,
guys.
are you done talking about Howard Howard?
Oh, well,
No.
we brought up Andrew Kim, so it's fine.
yeah, but we
Oh,
also
okay.
brought up Andrew Kim, so it balances out for you.
Fuck Andrew.
I didn't want to be
No.
over the Howard talk, but yeah, Andrew Kim might go.
If you're really dead ass serious about this, you have no chance against
Look.
us. Like,
Andrew
Look,
Kim
obviously,
won Rookie of the
we're
Year.
not, but like, yeah, that's the thing. January, there's no good way to beat January.
They are very uncounterable. They have an answer for everything
You
you'll
get
throw at them.
the only situation
I don't agree
do
with that.
against
I'm
January
glazing you
is
thunder.
get it to
Be
where it's
happy.
50-50.
Will you be happy? He's not happy when I don't glaze him.
Yes,
He's happy when
no,
I'm glazing.
hey,
What is this
Hey,
bullshit?
come on.
The best thing
No,
you can do
I'm happy
against
you're raising
January,
us, but I can disagree with you.
you know, I think when you look at January, what you do is you get it to at least the 50-50.
Mhm.
That is what the goal is against January. Any better is a bonus. But that should be everyone's goal when making lineups against January, when you're the home team, is just get it to a point where you're at least at a 50-50 chance. And then when you're the away team, just give Schmaxel as many different options. Schmaxel and Thunder. And Cheemsit, of course. Can't leave Cheemsit out.
No, you can never do
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Can never leave Cheem. Give them as many different angles to look at when trying to make their lineup. Just increase the chances that they're going to have to put in something where there's, even if it's like a 0.1% chance where they get an unfavorable matchup, you take that. Because January is just that
true.
good. But they're not completely unbeatable.
There is a problem. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, oh, that feels good. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, like I was saying earlier,
October?
Maxwell, no. I want to finish my statement about
Oh,
Sin.
true.
Okay.
Oh
Maxwell,
no,
listen
fucking
very
hell.
closely with your
Listen.
German ears. All right? Listen here, buddy. I am not saying they matter. I am not saying they are the most important thing when looking at an AI team. I'm not saying they're even the best option. What I am saying, if there is no option to counter for your team, then yes, use Sins. Because Sins will at least make sure that your team won't knock your own team out. And yes, that statistically gives you a better chance than winning. I'm sorry to say it, but there is a little bit, but that might come into play.
Statistically, I don't think so.
Edmonton, I didn't ask you, dog.
So
I don't care about your opinion. Your opinion is shit. You're talking about
Yeah,
something that don't exist. Of
We are
course, I'm going to
literally
say that.
Oh my gosh, I can hear the French in him.
Of
Yeah.
course, I'm going to say that, bro. You're talking about something like you don't know how to identify sin, and you're like, oh yeah, maybe
The French frogs
can do
has
something. Statistically
emerged.
speaking,
You went no.
We can do
You will see.
statistically
You will
speaking,
see a
yeah.
very clear. There is a very clear. There are very clear synergies that have in the BBL. Tank and Ball.
how do you? Okay.
Three.
How do you? How do you
The first game
identify
they
them?
ever played.
How do you
Very
identify them?
clearly. Me and Romano talked about it. We talked about it for hours.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm just questioning. How do you have a scientific way to identify a synergy? You don't, because this is bullshit.
T-Man, think about some tall takes while we're at it, while these two go at it. That way we can end the episode.
It's just no, it's not even that. It's the fact of a selfish AI and what it does to its team. Yes, there are times where it won't matter as much. Yes, I'm not saying, like I said, it doesn't matter the most. That's why I said, listen with your ears, buddy. I said, if there is no other option, then
There
take
always
it.
is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go
fuck you
on.
guys. I mean, yes, if there is no other option, but that's not the point. Every team right
That's
now,
the
maybe.
point.
Yes.
That's exactly
Oh, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, Tol! Nobody cares about you. You're shitting God. Shut the fuck
there
up.
is no
We haven't
Okay?
had this in a while.
You can't change the
Shitty
argument.
things, okay?
You're
Nobody
making your own
cares.
argument.
Names
The
of
argument
Crazy.
is
franchise, you're
there is
shit,
no
you're
other
shit.
option.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
take the best
Shut the
option.
fuck up, bro.
The
No,
best,
shut the
the
fuck
best
up.
option is just what? I can't think of a single situation where there would be no other option. In the league right now, when is that ever going to be the case on any team?
Play January when you're the away team. I'm sorry, but dog, January when
No,
you're the away
I
team.
can't
Even
say you
Thunder's
because
going to say
I'm
that is
coach
the
of
truth.
January. We have some part of the team that you can play on. You can play against. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
I'm not going
I
to
don't
say
know
to
what
you,
Who's
but
lineup
telling
you're gonna
you you're
play,
wrong?
if I don't
it's
know
just
what
that
lineup,
you don't know to coach. But it's okay. I forgive you.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, we haven't had that kind of fiery passion on Ball Banter in a hot minute.
I hate the French.
Yeah,
We all do,
It's a-
Tall. Don't
let's
worry.
go.
It's always Tall as well. Remember the time when Tall
Yeah.
barged into Ball Banter screaming at Apple for trading that round 4 away?
To be fair, it was for Schmaxel to do his homework that I think anyone could have done for free. So I would have been pissed off too for that one. I don't even know what the argument is here. I'm just I was playing rock paper scissors with T-Man.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yo, Alex, you got any takes for us that might send someone else over the edge?
Hey, I'm ready to go. Hey, I'm already bowling
know.
over. Give me another
I'm
take.
not-
I'll get ready
I'm
to
not
yell.
a very controversial figure in this community. So
You
that's
don't
the
have
thing.
to. You don't have to be. I'm not a controversial figure, but I can give you. I can probably throw out a take or two if I put my head to it.
Give me one.
Hold on. Let me think about a opinion that could be controversial.
What about you, Thunder? I'm sure you probably got lots of things to say.
Yes, but I don't want Tol to continue barking on the vocals, so I'm not going to say them. No, let me think.
Man, I cannot think of one. I'm like,
I mean, there is nothing very controversial here. Maybe, do you think, guys, August is responding to what we expected from them at the beginning of the season? Because they're 2-2 right now. I expected them to go maybe a bit higher.
Looking at the games that they had, I kind of expected them to be 2-2. I don't know. Like, I just think with Ghost, you can never actually tell what the fuck he's doing. I don't even think Ghost knows what the fuck's going on in his head. Like, I swear, August will, like, on paper, will look like they have this super fucking team, and yet they'll still manage to fucking flounder and hit 3rd place in the Hot Conference. Remember, they were 5th place in arguably the worst Hot Conference we've ever seen, with a team that made the Super Bowl the previous season.
But this team has get a lot better since then.
do you want to know who? You know what? I have a hot take.
Okay.
Oh, let's go for it.
I think that August won the Julian Triumph trade.
You know what? I agree.
Okay, yeah, no, you actually might have me on that one. As in not, because I still do not believe Ghost made the right decision.
No, I do agree. I think Triumph is really good, and he's really lacking on January.
It's just, I mean, it's not like, it wasn't a bad trade for January, but I do think, but Julian wasn't like, I mean, Julian's great and all, but like, I guess he wasn't like a huge need that January was needing at the time. But
Mm,
I think August. My point is August needed Triumph more than January needed Julian. That's just my.
I guess, but I don't know. I think August could have gotten like at least some pick out of it, like a round 2 even. Like that would have probably been fine. I just like I don't know. Part of me like whenever I'm looking at a trade, I always think about okay, how does this affect the other team? Which is probably why I get really pissed off at Ghost, especially when it's like, here's fucking Wilson Sinclair and Julian fucking Gavino. Here you go, January. Add this to your Tony Ramirez that you had. You can throw away Jezza because why do you need that when you have the 3 best fucking fast players in the fucking league? Right? Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, August Wood does need that. Frosty Slushy, I'm not sold on him. He seems pretty good though. Triumph, fucking elite. Hasler was a dumbass for trading him over to January. Right? But at the same time, understand what you're giving up. Julian Gavino is still one of the best players in this league. Hands down, it doesn't come close. Especially at that speed tier. What?
Yeah, but you also have to realize August needed slow. August needed slow player.
I
don't need to sell Julian.
Have traded Julian or Wilson. Not both. And not both to the same team.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Just for the sake of the league, don't trade that to the same team. Like
imagine if I went over to May, and I was like, "Hey, give me Ball." Right? That doesn't seem so bad at first. That's like Wilson going over. Hey, that didn't seem so bad. It's a good trade, but whatever. Now give me Chad Broski, and now all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" You know?
Can't get Jan Ball and Chad Broski.
And Benton Digsby on top of that, right? I mean, I think May was just a bad team to think about here. But like, I'm trying to think of a team with like 2 really good players.
Okay, I go to.
If you go to April and you say, okay, I'm getting Henry and
Miguel. You actually Thunder. Thank you. You've nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
However, I will say Thunder. That would like the trade that's happened here is if this like an April trade like that occurred 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, completely.
Go back 2 seasons ago. Miguel Borja Jr., something good. Hey, that seems pretty good. Give me fucking Henry Lawson, or even worse, Simon, because he would have still been at April at that time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe Henry and Simon, yeah.
Like Henry and Simon on the same fight. Like if you get Henry and Simon from April, I don't give a shit who you are. You're a good team all of a sudden. Like that's what's happened here with January. I get all like, I think it's just not selfish on August's part, but it's just like, look what you're doing for the other team.
I think the main problem you're exposing is that August want content for the Super Bowl, but they're like, of course they're getting better with this trade, but they're also helping us January getting better for the Super Bowl, and we are still better than them at the beginning. So the gap is not closing.
Exactly. I feel like, because I said this last time, Thunder, and here's my big glazing thing. This season, it's not about technically winning the Super Bowl. The question is, can you beat January? When it comes down to it, can you beat January? That is the big question.
On the series, can you beat January on the series? I agree.
Listen, I genuinely believe that. That's not me glazing. I genuinely believe that. This season is all about can you beat January? Can you replicate what their team did? Because that's what it's going to have to take to beat them this season. I just don't think trading with them. If you're trying to do better than a team, why the fuck are you trading with them?
If August was in the same conference as us, maybe it would have been okay because it's best of 5. But because it's best of 7, I think we still have the edge on that. And the trade,
which is why Ghost should trade all his best players to me.
Listen, he gave you fucking Alvin Case after 2 fucking games.
Yeah. That was a dumb move, Ghost.
That trade was dumb. That trade was dumb. I will agree with that.
I still think Triumph is a loss for us because it was very useful in playoff. Like it was second most used player. So I still think it's a loss for us.
I think the surprising bit though is they somehow managed. Here's a quick reminder: this season they had 3 in the top 7 draft picks, and none of them came from either the Wilson or the Julian trade. Take a
Yeah,
good
that's crazy.
think about that.
And when you think about that, Ghost is trying a lot and getting a lot of picks. It's very
I
surprising.
blew again.
The radioactive reactor went off at T-Man's house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
I live in a
Canada.
nuclear power plant.
Go on, Thunder. Sorry.
No, I didn't have to say anything there.
But yeah, so to your point, Alex, no, they fucking didn't. They did not fucking come out of that any better
Yeah,
than January did.
you changed my mind. You changed my mind.
Listen, I'll die on this hill. I've said it once. I hate the way that Ghost trades. Granted, I think that if you added me and Ghost together and you took an average, it would probably be a perfect balance of whether to trade or not.
Yeah,
Yes,
you and Ghost
I agree.
combined with Ghost's AI knowledge would be absolutely insane.
I mean,
as a
Ghost with a conservative team like July or November is directly becoming a threat to anyone else.
Yeah. We'll end on this before we go. Does anyone's prediction have changed since last week? Like, is there any changes besides November perhaps not making playoffs?
I don't remember what I put last
Can we
week.
talk a bit about June, because I think we are forgetting that they are 1-3. So
June is that
it's
team
maybe
that tried
progress.
going for an all-in push, but genuinely didn't have anything to actually start a push, and we're now just finding out, hey, they're kind of shit compared to the teams that are ahead of them.
No, I think
I think the last seed of the Hot Conference is going to be close, because June, April, and I could see March winning some games next week.
Yeah, not next week. March played some pretty bad lineups next week, but
but they're playing August and November, yeah, complicated.
Yeah, and they played poor lineups into August and November at least in my opinion. But
No, I agree with you.
yeah, June is. I don't think June is shit, but I also think we kind of overestimated how. Just because you look up, and reason being, I think we overestimated them. The reason I think that happened is because you look up and down their roster, you're like, that's a solid player, that's a solid player, that's solid. But they have, I think, 10 solid usable players. There's just nothing really on their roster besides Simon Chapman that makes that any of their speed tiers really elite. And that's the problem they've run into.
I agree with that, but we also have to remember that June is not playing for this season. They're looking for the long run. And I think next season is going to be interesting to watch how they are doing, because they will not have Simon Chapman anymore. And they should have some picks also, I think. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, what are their picks? Hold on, I'm gonna pull that up right now. What are their season 8 picks? Okay, so they have October's round. They don't have their own round 1. They have October's, which is going to be a top 4 almost guaranteed.
This is great,
so. Yeah, and then they have August. I don't care. They also have August's round 2. No,
that
Alex,
should be relatively high, that round 2.
Yeah, we're expecting that to possibly be one of the top, at very least top 4, if not top 2 round 2s.
Yeah.
So
October's making playoffs over February.
I will give Alex this. I do think October makes playoffs. They get curb stomped by January round 1, just like February did. I said it before. This season October is last season's February.
That's true.
Stefan,
No,
really good
I
players
think
next
February
year.
is going to. I don't think February and October will be in playoffs. I think it's November, September, December, and January.
I actually would say the same thing. I think it's close between September and October. I just think I give September the edge solely just because of better coaching.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
And
If
they
we
have
somehow
2
lose,
win of advantage now from October,
if we
so they still have. Yeah, go ahead.
somehow lose to March, you might change that.
True. Listen,
If you lose to
Well,
March,
we still can't ignore that October does have Stefan Sanchez, the player.
yeah,
Which,
the
like,
player,
even a
the
2-year-old.
Yeah, but
Which, listen.
okay,
John
yes.
made the playoffs with said player. John made the
Okay, I
playoffs
agree.
as a
No,
3
I agree,
seed.
but there is a problem. There's a problem.
All right.
In order to make playoff with Stefan Sanchez, you have to use it every time. Because if I recall, they didn't use it against us.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, no,
they
they're-
went Nov. What do they do?
Rotis and Super Bowl, I think.
Oh yeah, what the? Hey, yeah, I think we
Yeah,
even
no.
questioned that last week. Like, why the fuck did they do that?
Because
Yeah,
if you
if you
want to
go,
make playoff and you don't choose Stefan, it's going to be complicated for October.
Stefan needs to play every game for that team, no matter what.
I agree.
Just they don't have enough anywhere else.
Here's my take: Stefan Sanchez will never have a ring.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I don't
bro.
think that's a hot take.
Yeah, no,
That's a cold take.
I would
That
only
is so
say
cold.
that is because I don't think there's any chance he's ever he's not playing another game for a team that is in October. Like, I
Here's
fully-
my
The only
point, right?
reason it could happen is traded to January for peanuts because Stefan has enough of that shit.
Here's
And
my
he
point,
gets the
right?
ring.
I think if October, God forbid, ever does trade Stefan, I think with how much that they would be off, that they would have to offer to get that piece, at that point, by the time they actually figure out how to use Stefan, they don't have any more picks. That's what we're seeing with October. February ran themselves into the ground with the Simon trade. And for whatever reason,
Yes.
guys, John is still trying to be a contender. John, you have the picks. Stop fucking throwing them around, man. You have it. All
Yeah.
you have to do is just be patient, and you can build yourself a team. Stop trying to throw them away for players that you think just have the big names. Just hold on to it. Stop trading. Stop being trigger happy, whatever the fuck we're calling it, right? You have a team that isn't making playoffs. We know this already. You have some solid players, don't get me wrong. Wait for those younger and better players to come in and help them. Wait for it. That's why
Exactly.
that's why we didn't trade anything. That's why we only traded the round 1, because we brought in Nessie. Wow, Nessie's a really fucking good player.
Don't try to contend for the present. Try to prepare the future for February. You're not going to beat December, November, or January in playoffs. So
so happy
why
you
would
could.
you try to try something? Just prepare for the future, for the next season. And when I get the team, I can have some picks and do some things too,
It blows my mind. There are some teams. This happened last season. I was furious about, especially because we were saying at the deadline, hey, maybe there's going to be a big move. No one was selling, and I'm like, I'm looking at it like, why? There gets to a point, especially now, if you know that your team isn't looking good enough to make playoffs, then you don't have to try
if
to.
you're much.
I understand if you're March, or if you're March. Thank you, Thunder.
Yeah.
It's okay to sell a big player if you're getting those, if you're getting like those round 8, season 8, season 9, round 1 and 2 picks, because guess what? Those players will still make you better. You'll have 2 new rookies instead of 1 maybe good player. They will get replaced. I don't understand. Listen, I'm not saying do this now. This is week 2, going into week 3, so we don't need to worry about this just yet. But I'm saying, you got the picks back from the Stefan trade. Don't get rid of them already. You have 1 pick next season, and it's June's. After that, you have the next few picks. You can do good in 2 seasons. Or 3. Yeah. Who cares? Who cares if you have to wait 3 seasons? If you win a Super Bowl in 3 seasons, you won a Super Bowl. Good job. You had patience for it. Stop trying to do things now. I might be screaming at myself for this in a few weeks if July just goes shitward. But that's the risk I'm going to be taking. That's how it works. There's a risk factor to it. It's just you need to know, does the risk, does the gambling wheel favor you in that moment? For some teams, I say yes. January, yes. August, yes. July, maybe. February, fuck no. Why would you do that?
If John buys pieces, oh boy. I don't care how many picks you have from the Stefan trade, John.
He'll have
Which
none
I
by
think
the end of it. By the end of it.
Yeah, I know. John, even when John made that trade, I think he overestimated how many picks he has.
Oh my god.
I hope he does.
Reminder.
John.
I had to talk him out of sending a round 1 and round 2 for Mambo. I'm texting him, John, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, but Mambo's good. I wanted Mambo. I'm like, John, two things. A, your team is super fast already. You have Jezza, you have Arden Lane. They're pretty young, and they're good. You don't need to worry about your fast players. You have fucking Jerk Chicken. You have Kukurea. Don't you think you should improve on that? Maybe. If you're gonna even buy a player, you shouldn't be doing that anyways. The fact that you have Kukurea as your best slow player, maybe you're not contending.
Go for James.
Yeah. No. If he's going for any player on March, it should be James or Alcohol or Scott McSauce. Like, it should not have been Mambo.
That's why I predicted John. I thought John was gonna get this. I thought John was gonna be part of the Scott trade. And I was instantly proven wrong. But like, still, I think I'm done with my rant. Is there anything else that we haven't gone over that we should go over?
No, I think we will.
All I know
Who
is
let
that
me before now? I was so prepared to be aggressively mediocre this season.
Now you have to question if your team's actually so good that you might,
Yeah, I know. Now, we're 2 weeks in the.
We can talk about December, January coming up next week.
Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's go through the big
lineups
talk about next week.
What's your lineup?
What do you expect me to?
He didn't post it yet.
No,
D-Man, upload your lineup.
He did upload his lineup.
I did during this episode.
Oh, you did? Yes, he did.
You're talking about the January game. I'm talking about our game.
Oh wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, I can just do that right now.
Yes,
I'm just waiting for
Alex, I had the lineup typed in the lineup channel. I just hadn't sent it yet. I don't know why.
I was actually expecting to see Alvin Case in there.
Yeah.
Alvin,
I think was pretty clear, just because Alvin kind of borders the line, toes the line between mid and fast. So when I'm going Seawolf and Joao are in there, I get the benefits of putting a mid speed into that slow, but with Isaac there, it's not as risky as playing mid speed as playing a player like Gwen would be, because
we didn't play Isaac until y'all.
You didn't? Oh wait, no, Matt. Okay, Matt, right. Yeah. I knew it was a fast player. I just assumed it was Isaac. Okay, yeah. No, and that honestly, that makes my point even better because Matt's faster. So, and it's not going to, if the 1v1's Matt versus Alvin, that's significantly better odds than like Matt versus Gwen. So, and then Leo is my best mid-speed player and Watson is Watson.
So, let's go over some of the top games for next week. Obviously, January, December, the big rivalry will be happening Monday for the second game. And on Tuesday, the July-June game, the big rivalry, of course. Two big rivalry games, back-to-back days. Please, for the love of God, July. I'll keep the cactus in my ass for 2 more weeks if we can win. Please. BBL gods, wherever the fuck you are. I'll keep the cactus up there. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure that's Schmaxel, by the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Schmaxel is the BBL guy. That's just straight up Schmaxel. So
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Other matches here, we do have December, November. That's another rivalry that you guys will be going after.
What about
September,
November,
January.
March?
The
it's
tank
not a
bowl.
rivalry.
No,
That's a
no, that's the
beatdown.
tank bowl. That's the tank bowl.
Well, that's the
He's
bowl
going
to
to
determine
be
if
winning us.
November's actually going to try for the tank bowl.
True. The potential tank bowl, if you may.
You know, wait, is it crazy to say that there is some part of me that hopes we do lose?
Kind of.
That's crazy. Because I still think you are
don't-
you are in a position where you're closer to contending
Yep.
than you are being in a position where you should tank.
That's kind of what July did. We were like, listen, Jan's retiring next season, but look at our fucking team. I'm liking this team. So I'm kind of just going for it.
You know, tanking was not the move. I mean, you don't tank from the start of the season ever.
No.
But, like, July was in a spot where you were close enough. You did enough to improve your team in the offseason. You made smart moves.
Thank you, Gold Ship.
Yeah. Gold Ship, yeah.
I hope there's a day I can say that Gold Ships saved the July franchise at some point in time.
That
Maybe.
would
We'll
be
see.
really good.
I mean, I wouldn't say save it, but I'd say like enhance it maybe. Because like, I don't think
Yeah.
July was a bad franchise before you got Gold Ship.
I want you to look at our roster last season. We were shit. We were not supposed to be in the conference final. If you take a look at that roster.
But you still made conference finals and had the second best record in the league. You beat January as well.
This is true.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think you're a bad franchise. I don't think like it's.
You know,
Gold
I mean,
Ship saved it.
To be honest, if we look at the January loss last season, we lost against June, October, and July, so we could conclude that we only lost to shit teams, you know.
Right. So I'm gonna shut you up right there, Frenchie. Let's move on.
Yeah, deserves.
I love hating the French.
Don't we all? It's just
I don't.
easy.
I don't. The French are great. The French language is amazing and should be protected in Canada at all costs. Please do not denounce me in your parliament, Quebec.
All right.
I am.
kick
Who the
I
me
am
hell
out.
labeled
denouncing.
Thanks.
Who was
I am
talking to you,
denouncing-
Quebecy? What the hell happened
I
to
am
you?
denouncing.
Oh,
T-Man from the
I have
Quebec
never,
and,
I have never, I have
Parliament.
never spoken ill of
I
the
am
French
denouncing-
language.
What,
The French
what are we
language is
talking about?
amazing and must be
What are we
protected in this
talking
country.
about?
Today we're
What are we
learning that
talking
T-Man's from Quebec.
We still
no,
are we
no, it's just
still
that Quebec.
on Ball Banter? Are we
Yes.
still on Ball Banter?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still are. We still are.
I mean, to
And
be
we're
fair,
talking about
We
the
baguette.
Quebecy government.
we're just about finished. But yes.
Listen, do you want this
We-
podcast to get denounced?
Hey,
In
dude,
Quebec's parliament.
I'm filming Minecraft news. All right, like
Then
me-
go do that.
Then go film
Stop
your
being
Minecraft
involved.
news.
Go
Breaking
I still
film your
have my, I
news.
still have my,
Breaking
my
news.
OBS going. I still have my OBS going. So Ball Banter CCNN crossover. Hell yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
Breaking news: the July Jaguars
hello.
will be raiding whoever's in Portugal sometime soon. Yep.
Whoever's in Portugal sometime
Yep.
soon.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is Iberia Corp.
No, he's in Saudi Arabia. What?
I guess, bro. All right, I'm gonna go back to the call. So
All right, have fun.
see y'all later.
See ya.
Hey, Ball
ya.
Banter's still better than CCNN.
Fuck
Night,
yeah.
again.
That's
Night,
Yeah,
don't
Um,
Night,
Ball
don't
Banter
put
is
that
the
in.
best part of
Night,
the podcast.
night, do not put that in the video. Night, please don't put that in the video.
Night, put that in the video.
Put it in the
Night,
video.
Put that in the
Please-
fucking
Night,
video.
please don't
Put it in
that
the
in the video.
fucking video.
and I
So
don't get the reference to that.
yeah, those are the big matches.
Lineups.
I got.
Where do we
I
go?
would say also January, September because the rivalry is a bit.
Oh yeah, true.
Romano,
Schmaxel Romana. Schmaxel
Oh
Romana.
wait, is that this week?
Yeah, that's this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh
also
shit! Yeah.
in coaching rivalries we have Apollo and John because it's the master and the student. So
When
always
did
interesting.
when was Apollo under Steven?
What?
No, John.
Oh, John. When was John and when did John and Steven work together?
No, John
No,
and Apollo.
John and
You
Apollo, for
dumbass.
fuck's sakes. Oh,
February and
for
June.
fuck's sakes.
You
No.
said February and June.
No, April and
No,
February, bro.
No, but my accent is bad, so I will give it to him.
Okay. Okay. April versus February. I mean, April doesn't have their lineup in yet, so.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoops.
You know how Hasler was talking about earlier how he got a round 1, round 2 offer from John for Edwin?
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier today, John offered me a round 3 for Rich Covington. I told him, I know what you're paying for Edwin. If you're willing to pay that, I'm gonna ask for more. Yeah, no,
What?
Hasler was just straight up lying. John just sent me a screenshot. John told Hasler I would do Edwin for a round 2 though, and then Hasler told John he's got offers over a round 1 and a round 3
Oh,
for
yeah,
him.
you know
Don't
what?
waste my
You
time.
want you want another rant from me? Because not only do I have a cactus up my ass, but I've been bitch slapped in the back so many times now.
What the
Okay.
Hasler?
Do you know how
Hasler.
many times Hassler lied to me just so he can get a better deal from me in this Mambo trade
But
so far?
Asper is lying a lot because remember for the draft, I think he lied too.
Well, no, you, he lied
I
if you want to
wasn't
rage bait
really
him.
there.
I think, because remember, he wasn't there for the draft. I genuinely do think that Robes just went over his head on that one. But yeah, the amount of times that he said, "Oh, John's offering something more," and the worst part is you kind of have to believe it because it's fucking John. I think he also used June. He said, "Well, June's gonna be paying something more," and I'm like, but there was just so many times where it's like I would go ask a coach, "Hey, did you do this for Mambo?" No, we just brought it up. Like we're not actually pursuing it. And then I'd go back to him and I'm like, so yeah, you're bullshitting me. Stop that. Like, my price is just going to go down if you keep this up, which it has, horrifically. I hope you guys know, before the season started, there was a point in time where Mambo could have gone straight for Yelena a round 1 and a round 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was my offer at the beginning of the season. It's not that
And
anymore.
that's the thing. Hasler has on his own driven the price of Mambo down. He is you have a cactus up your ass. Hasler is screwing himself with a cactus.
It just gets to a point, if I'm going to want to sell a player, wouldn't it be a good idea if I was like, hey, this guy's actually pretty good and underrated, you know? It's just people don't pay attention to him, not, I fucking hate this player. Instantly on the block. I hate Mambo, but it's still worth around 1, 2, and 3. No one's gonna fucking buy that. No one's gonna buy that.
Hasler is trying to both have his cake and eat it too. You can't do that. Like I know it is an uncreative analogy, but it's the case here. You can't both say, "Oh, Mambo's shit. We should have never picked him. He's a horrible, horrible pick," and also, "Oh yeah, he's worth everything you have."
He's oh yeah, he's worth no, he's definitely worth a round 1, round 2. Actually, you told me that he's shit and he's a terrible player and it's the worst pick you ever had.
Yeah, did you not almost quit the BBL altogether because you picked because Mambo got picked?
Mind you, I'm still gonna be the sucker if I pay at season 10, round 1 for this guy.
Yeah, no, you are willing to overpay for Mambo.
I've told him this. I'm like, dude, at this point, I am still overpaying you. Stop driving the price up, or I'm just going to back out entirely, and you're gonna be stuck with him. And then no one's gonna want him, except for John, because it's John.
And maybe Stefan if he had any picks.
Good thing he doesn't.
Yeah.
So, once again, thank you. Oh, sorry, Thunder, were you going to say something?
No, it's just that I'm starting to be a bit tired, so...
Well, good timing.
What is it, like 6 a.m. for you?
it's 6:30, roundabout.
Something we need to note, though.
I got that, wow.
Is Tall asleep?
Yes.
Oh my god, Tall's asleep?
He has not said a single word since his rant. He was laying in bed, remember?
I don't know, maybe it's because the last time he talked, it was during my argument with him.
Exactly, and that was about, 20 minutes ago.
I think that rant wore him out, though.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you, Thunder,
One
for
more thing
being
to
our
say.
special.
Oh no!
What?
I want to do
What?
the. You know you have the takes part. I want to do the lightning.
No, I
Yes,
saved the.
let Thunder. It's Thunder's first episode. Let him.
Thunder.
Oh, okay.
What's our tall takes for Thunder? Thunder takes. No, that's sad.
I didn't prepare any.
Thunder thoughts.
Um,
Oh, I got it.
Thunder thoughts.
Thunder thoughts.
Thunder thoughts.
All right. What do
Oh,
you got?
Thunder
Thunder,
thoughts.
I
That's
thought of
good.
Thunder Theses.
Thunder theses. Well, there goes T-Man.
Not a doubt.
Well,
Okay,
what do
so
you guys
let me
have?
look at the schedule. Okay, so I think December is going to be 0 and 2 next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Not entirely
They,
out of the question.
they're going to go back to Earth. I'm sorry, T-Man. That November and January are just better. So yeah, and also on the Hot Conference, I think. Oh, it's hard, but yeah, I think March is getting his first win against August, and Ghost is just rage trading and trade an important piece of his roster because of that.
Breaking news: Triumph going back to January for some reason.
Yeah. For Finlay Lionel.
Well, next season since it's pro. Since the
Well,
pro
hold on. Let's make an actual prediction then. No, wait. Oh yeah, breaking news: Redacted going over to January for some stupid fucking reason.
Oh, if
My
redacted,
fucking dream.
I'm going to end Ghost's bloodline.
For Andreas Stewart.
Please don't. Please don't.
No, because he
And
would.
the one for.
I hate the
Okay,
thought that he would.
I'm gonna do today's word.
Yeah. Because
Alex,
Anyway,
what do you got?
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, like, I thought of who I think is the like greatest player in BBL history.
Jan Jan.
No, it's not Jan Jan.
If you say anything other
you-
than Jan Jan or Joao,
Or Tony Ramirez.
let's not get ahead of ourselves, Frenchie. You were saying Alex.
I was gonna say the greatest player in BBL history is Amy Han.
I got the wordle.
Okay, just Alex, I just want to let you know something.
No, you don't get to do that. That's what happens instead.
Oh yeah, because I was going to say fuck you, Alex. And shut
I've
the
just
fuck up,
kicked him
but
from the
Alex
call.
is also-
Listen,
Yeah.
it comes to a point.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do it, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh no.
Kick him again. Kick him again.
Yeah, Alex, fuck you, Alex.
Alex, I have your volume at
Fuck
169%. I'm turning it down to 165.
I'm turning down to 1%.
Listen, I thought that was a valid take.
No, shut the.
Yeah, no.
Kick him again. Kick him again.
That's
No,
why
now
you
he just
don't
has
have
to
a
suffer
win.
through it. Now he just has to suffer through it.
Ooh, oh yeah, there you go.
So that's
Deal
gonna
with
do
that.
it, everybody. Thank you for watching, Thunder. Thanks for joining us. You actually made this very
Thunder.
entertaining
Thanks
for
for
us.
the invitation.
Next week, find out if I get that cactus out of my ass. I think I've been saying this for 3 weeks now.
He won't.
And
He
if
won't.
August
We're dragging
played
this
half
out
of his
the
team because they
entire
lost against March.
Yeah, so let's see. Is August actually frauds, and is Ghost actually really fucking shit at coaching? Find
Am
out.
I a fraud?
I mean, to be fair, next week we'll find out. But to be fair, the teams that you're facing are actually pretty decent, so maybe.
Yeah, but like,
Find out next time.
Right
We're
now,
gonna leave Tall on the call, and we're gonna see when he actually wakes up. Adios.